Hey, okay,
So are,
we're on.
are we?
Yeah,
We're,
but we could just clip it too if you had something that you wanted to say in private first.
no, 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 no.
Okay.
I'm
So
happy.
here today, I'm Dylan. This is Two Crow. Two Crow has been a major inspiration in my life. He's helped me work through just a ton of stuff. I'm not going to go into it because that's not what this is about, but just to say that that's the relationship I have with Two Crow. Today we're going to be talking about Durwin Whitelightning. I never met Durwin. I never met Durwin. I was introduced to the ceremonial ways, I believe, after he passed away. But I've met maybe a dozen people who have spoken about him, and when they do speak about him, like I was saying to you, Two Crow, just before we hit record, that it's almost in like a mythological way. Like he had such an impact on people that for those people, he's like almost a historical figure. You and I talked about starting this interview with a prayer. And so if you got a prayer for us too, Crow?
Always got a prayer.
Cool.
Okay. Well, to honor my brother Durwin, I'll do my best to say it in Lakota.
Okay.
And Blackfoot is coming out of my brain. Wakan Tonka, Tonkashima, Unchimaka Namaka Ina, Taku Skanka, Wopila Wopila, Ampe Tu Kile Wopila. Oh, great mystery. Thank you for today. Thank you for all that is today. Thank you for bringing us here together, my brother and I, so we can talk about another brother, Durwin Whitelightning. And I want to dedicate this to Natasha Pearl Herschel Whitelightning, his daughter and daughter of Dharmika, who will be 18 in several months, but will be 18. And I want to just share some about your pop because in my heart, I carry him dearly.
Awesome.
With that, I'll say aho matapias.
Aho. Okay, so how did you meet him? How did it all begin? And can you tell me a little bit about him? Like, I don't even like what did he look like? How did he act?
Wow, I'm glad this isn't a court because I couldn't give you a good. What does he? He had a little mustache. He wasn't well developed. Long black hair. When he was a kid, they called him washi, which is fat. So he wasn't exactly chubby, but he wasn't bony. And if you go to that White Durwin web Facebook page, there's a kind of, you could see the side of his face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I'm not a good person to eyewitness account. No.
Yeah.
So I met him because I had a vow to Sundance and I had no place to go.
Uh-huh.
Well, I went to people like Martin Heiber. Uncle, where could I dance? You'll find a place. And he was the intercessor of the Sundance in Oregon. But at that time, although it was a Four Nations dance, and I'm white, and that's one of the nations, white people couldn't dance here. But I went to support another man. I got to guard the East Gate. It was powerful. So I really appreciate that opportunity. But at that dance, I met a man who was a Native American from Puerto Rico, and he had heard me singing, and I never thought I sang too well. Oh no, you sang those songs with feeling, blah blah blah. And oh, thank you. And I'm telling him my plight. I don't know where I can dance. He says, go to North Dakota. Go to
Yeah.
Cannonball. It's simple to get to. I-90, make a right turn in Fargo, go under the big metal bridge that says, welcome to Standing Rock Reservation. Make a left on the first dirt road. You'll find a Sundance ground and a man named Durwin Whitelightning. I thought, wow, Whitelightning, that's a flashy name.
Yeah.
Well, what's his phone number? Oh, he doesn't have a phone. Don't worry. I said, you want me to drive 1,300 miles on faith? He said, yeah,
Wow.
this man will let you dance. And he said it in such a way, it was like, no questions asked. So I took time off from work and headed east on I-90, man. We get there, everything's working out right. There's the metal thing, you cross the Cannonball River, there's the dirt road, go down the dirt road, there's nothing. We go for 2-3 miles. Another brother of mine who also was going to dance. We don't find anything. No. We go into the town of Cannonball, and this is 25 years ago, maybe bigger now.
Little town.
I don't remember seeing a store or even a gas station. Seems like people all went to Fort Yates to shop. Anyway, we look around, we ask some kids on the street, hey, is there Durwin? Yeah, he lives over there with his mom, blah, blah, blah. No, he's not here. We haven't seen him. We go back out looking for the Sundance ground back down the road, and there's this big old 1960 giant Oldsmobile and 4 or 5 guys in it. He says, oh, we asked these guys, they'll know. They look like they're local.
Yeah.
And yeah, do you know where that Sundance ground is? And they just left. I fell out of the car. They might have been drinking, but they're just laughing. What? Where's Durwin? Where's the sign? The guy points over there. Look. I said, there's a river over there. He said, look, which is a good lesson right there that we don't always see because we don't really look. And we miss what's there. So this time, oh, look. Oh, there's things sticking up and they make a circle. That's a Sundance Arbor. I'm thinking, oh, I didn't bring an aqualung. How am I going to dance? We go out, and across the road now we see red, white, black, yellow ribbons. Go down that road. Oh, look down in the valley. There's people. Maybe a handful. That must be it. And I get there and say, hey, we come here to dance. Do you know this guy Durwin? Is he around? Yeah, he's over there. Okay, we go, tobacco. I had got a Pendleton blanket because I've been taught you always offer a gift when you're going to ask for something.
Yeah.
Here, he takes it. Thank you. Oh, I'm too crow. Yeah. We want to dance? Yes. Anyone's welcome to dance. And he said it in such a way like, for a moment, the universe stood still. And I just felt this, wow, total acceptance that this man just, yes, you're my brother, come dance with me. That's no big deal. You could see that I'm right. That had nothing to do with it. And there weren't words, there were just this energy. You're going to get in trouble, girl. You can't.
Hi, Athena.
Hello.
Look, if you want to be in here, cook, you want me to go to the other machine?
Yeah.
Can you stop and start again?
Or just carry that in.
Oh, I can just carry this with me. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
No problem. I just don't want the background alone.
I hear that. Yeah.
Now, don't get seasick while I'm walking. And now my pants are falling off. Okay, Tasha, this is some of the energy your dad gave me. A little bit of, just a little tiny bit of kind of Iktomi, the trickster, the spider. Okay, here we are. Now I'm probably so dark that I look like I am from Africa.
I like being able to see the place. It's kind of a little tour of the Two Crow region.
Okay, here we are.
Awesome.
Continuing. So I right away felt totally at home with this man, with the people at the dance, mainly from the East Coast. And there were probably only 24 people. No. Dozen, maybe 15. So we're working, not building an arbor, not going to be a big production, but the completion of his father. So Tasha, your grandfather on your dad's side, had started this ceremony with the focus on breaking the drought because it had been the drought of the 1930s.
Wow.
And he started it in either 39 or 40. So after 2 years, there's a world war. It didn't get completed.
Yeah. Was that the Dust Bowl?
Yes.
Do I have that right?
That was the Dust Bowl.
That's big history right there.
Yeah, that's how long ago. But Durwin picked up his father's vow. So again, Tasha, this, because I'm talking to her. I see you, but I'm talking to her.
Yeah.
I never met her. That's a kind of, to me, that's a sign of honor and respect that he picked up his father's vow. He said, I'm going to finish it for him. So again, this man what he did and what I saw, whether it's exactly true or not, doesn't matter, was inspiration. So, and he's telling us this story. And then last year, I guess 1994, they had the dance over on the Missouri River, on the banks of the river, and now the river was up higher.
Wow.
So this was the 4th year of that commitment. So we're doing the work and making sure there's a place we can dance and find a tree and do there's a lot of work that goes into a sweat dance, a sun dance. And of course, part of that is you do a lodge every day, 4 days before the dance.
Yeah.
Get you in the right frame of mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional health.
Yeah.
And and he had a wonderful sense of humor, by the way. It was very subtle usually, but you could tell there'd be a little gleam in his eye.
Uh-huh.
You knew it was coming. You didn't know what, but something was. So the first night, and I remember they don't have lava rocks. They had sandstone, which is a way different material than lava. Anyway, we get in the lodge. Here come these super hot rocks. Thank God we're going to die. And he says, before I close the door, I want to tell you, the sweetgrass, and this is critical, sweetgrass spirit came to him. He said, those guys you got dancing, they're all babies. You need to help them and be loving to them. He said, so I'm going to remove some of the regalia of the ceremony. Because you'll think that you have to have, for example, an eagle feather in your crown so you can connect to the creator. He says, that's not true. It's nice, it's traditional, but I'm only going to keep what's necessary. Okay, well, I don't have a problem. I mean, where do you get eagle feathers anyway? They don't sell them at Walmart. You can't buy them anyway. So he took away eagle feathers the first night. Second day, no eagle bone whistle. Oh, okay. Joe Brown had let me whistle, but okay, so I don't have to blow a whistle. It's okay. Third day, he took away no piercing. And I could see some of the guys who had danced before, they're kind of, oh man, you mean I can't pierce? Oh, I can't pierce. I can't pull up my shirt and show you where I. No, that's not what that's about. No, no, no. You don't need to pierce to show your creator that you're grateful for your life. Well, and for me, I never did it, so hey, what am I missing? Last day, no chinampas. Oh, how can we dance without a chinampa? No. This is what Sweetgrass did. And he was the kind of guy could do that, and people would feel a resistance. I didn't, because I'm totally naive. But they would still listen to him. They wouldn't, well, I'm not going to dance if I can't wear my fancy skirt and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And again, remember that the key to this dance was praying for rain.
Yeah.
So here comes and he's going to now do the dance in the way of 2 red days, 2 blue days. And of course, red day is under the sun, the blue day is under the moon. And it was the full moon. So we're going to start at 6 p.m. on Thursday night.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's right. And then dance the next 3 days, red and blue. So we start, and there's only 2 singers. His uncle Joe Walker, and I think it's George Ironshield. I know it's Ironshield. George sounds good. So they're drumming. It's not the big production that the Coronation Dance. Wow, they had speakers, amps, everything.
Wow.
But this just felt, and he had told us, and Joe Walker too, that when all these ceremonies were outlawed, that's what they would do: go off into a coulee, and 4 or 5 guys would have a Sundance.
Yeah.
And they'd trade places who was drumming and singing. And I actually did one Sundance up in Alberta, Canada that way, where we didn't have separate drummers, singers, audience, anything, supporters, no. People come and dance and pray.
Yeah. It sounds to me like Durwin was just really, in a very alive way, like alive in the moment way, like staying really kind of still inside and really watching you guys to guide you through something that was yeah, it just sounds to me like he was like just deeply caring and deeply caring about you guys for sure, but more deeply caring about the grandfather great mystery, and just being like, okay, here's, I want to move us through this in a powerful, kind, loving way. Is that right?
Yeah, that's how it felt to me. That's what I said when I first met him. I just felt accepted. And
Yeah.
Don't worry, little guy, we'll take care of you. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
And so what we got was, this is all about my connection to my creator. That's it. The rest is icing on the cake, if you will. It's not about, oh, you have to have this or you have to have, no, no, no. How can that be?
Huh.
How can it be? It can't be. So that night we danced and danced and danced, and then it comes to the break between the blue day and the red day, and and the tornado warnings come, and the rain comes, and I don't know. It's like our monsoons here in New Mexico. When it rains, it's gonna wash you away. And when it stopped, an hour or two later, we look at where's Durwin? It must be time to get up and dance, huh? And he comes over, he says, well, the spirit said, thank you. What do you mean? Thank you. The prayer was that it rained, and it rained.
Yeah.
So we're gonna sit in a circle, share the dance, There was a dance,
Yeah.
and it's over. Wow. I was at a loss for words, but then I think, this is a gift. Everything's a gift.
Yeah.
So we get in a circle. There were a couple women who were dancing. I could only remember two, and maybe five guys. So maybe there were seven. Good. And he says, by the way, I'm not saying who, but one of the women is on her moon. And some of you may have been told that you don't touch the chinampa when a woman's on her moon. But we're going to share this chinampa, send prayers of smoke and gratitude. So if you're not comfortable, we'll see you later.
Wow.
And I'm thinking, oh, that's what I heard. The bowl's going to break. The stem will catch on fire. You can't do that. A woman on her moon. Oh, evil. No, no, no.
Derwin really helped you in your life, didn't he?
Yeah. He said, these things that people tell that are gospel, that are the word of law, that come from down above, question them. Because they don't all come from above.
And he was saying question them, but from a place where he was coming from a deep place of authenticity and
Yes.
connection to spirit.
Yes. Yeah, not just be a little rebel like I used to be, but
Yeah.
really saying, how can this make sense?
Yeah.
A woman's moon time is a sacred time.
Yeah.
It's a time of death, life, and rebirth. I mean, you got the whole universe right there. It's powerful. And yeah, if you want to respect that and a woman wants to just stay in a teepee and be taken care of, that's real.
Yeah.
But if she wants to share the Chernobyl with you, that's real.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a key teaching that I got from Durwin, was what people tell you, listen until you can hear what they're saying. This sounds like Don Miguel Ruiz, the
Yeah.
fifth agreement, not the first four. Listen, but be skeptical. Why are you telling me this? And my auntie Barbara Means Adams, who was Uglala Lakota, said, there are a lot of things that we do, we, the Oglala people, that weren't what we did before Columbus came.
Yeah.
The black robes run a lot of shit. And you can't deny it.
So I'm getting an image of a man who was maybe a little pudgy, a little mustache. My sense. So and so I imagine him walking around, and let me know if I'm kind
Yeah.
of getting it, walking around, like really, really paying attention to what's going on, and not just to the things that are going on, but the people, like the people that are there. And then really walking around with an open heart, like, and not like off in this thought or that thing, but just right there. Here's where we are. It makes me kind of wonder, like, what his affect was like. Like, was he kind of like jovial, or could he be like serious, or could he flash between things like that, or
I would say more jovial.
yeah,
To me, there was always a smile there somewhere.
like a trickster smile, or
Mm, no, I think a sincere, life is full of humor.
huh,
Pain has a humor to it. Everything, my cancer is that sometimes I laugh at it
yeah,
because it's like, seriously? I mean, how important is most things? They're not.
yeah,
And and that leaves me free to just have this happiness well up from inside. And that's what he was to me. Look, always, and again, physically, I can't even, probably between 5'8" and 5'10". Who knows? I'm so short, everybody looks big. So, but yeah, and again, not fat, but yeah, full, a
yeah.
fullness, a richness to him, and a wonderful smile. Wonderful, beautiful. Wow.
I can really
So
tell that
we
he.
actually we became friends, and he was heading to Seattle, which is where I live. I says, "Hey, if you're in Seattle, give me a call. I got a spare room to stay." He says, "Well, here I got this buffalo robe. I see if you can get it loosened up because it was really stiff.
Yeah.
And here, take my dad's Eagle fan, and because I don't want to take it with me, I forget why. And I'm thinking, wow, what an honor. It's also illegal, but
Mhm.
so I get home, get a 55-gallon drum, put put the buffalo robe in. I don't know. There were computers in '95, but I didn't Google how do you soften up a buffalo robe. I heard urine, so I pissed in a drum. Um, and I destroyed his buffalo robe and it stunk to hell.
Oh,
And Auntie A, who we danced with at
uh-huh,
Spirit of the Wind, she was, what was she doing? She was house sitting while I went to another dance.
uh-huh.
And
I love Anti-A.
neighbors came over and said, "You better do something about that smell." So while Durwin was there, I got to know him more. Um, and we did some lodges, some for younger guys.
Huh?
And he would sing the Barney song. I love you, you love me. We're one big
Yeah.
family with a
Yeah.
great hug and kiss from me, you. Hey, hey, hey. So I took him over to the Olympic Peninsula to go to Ken Littlefish's house, which some people know he was a roadman, peyote guy, Native American church. And um, so we were talking, and Derwin says, "Well, why don't you come to the meeting?" Uh, at that time, I just had 10 years free of drugs and alcohol, and
Yeah.
I had used peyote, but not in ceremony. So I was scared. And I remember Ken Littlefish was really, put his hand on my shoulder. He says, "No, don't worry, Two Crow. You don't have to come, but know that you're always welcome."
Wow.
And so that's a part of Derwin that I didn't interact with much, was the Native American church part, which was important to him.
Yeah.
It'll come back soon. Uh, So while he was there, he had some pipestone, and he made this for me. I don't. You
Beautiful.
can't see the fine details, but it's the 4 directions.
Yeah.
And then in the 4 arrows, he's reversed the colors. So the black is over by the yellow. And I just noticed that today, 25 years later,
Uh-huh.
that this has a tremendous amount of energy and of the balance of life and the
Yeah.
duality of things. So, Pasha, if you're watching this, if you would like this for your birthday, just you can send me something through your mom, and I'd be happy to mail it off to you. I love it. I've of course kept it. It's right there. But
Yeah.
one thing that I have come to believe from interacting with a lot of indigenous people, and Durwin included, is something that you really like, that you want to hold on to, that's what you give away. You don't give away the shit you don't want. So that was a Derwin lesson. I haven't kept track of how many lessons, but so the lack of importance of perceptions of things, of regalia. It's important. I'm not saying it's not. Don't misunderstand. But you don't need it to talk to the creator.
I see what you're saying, bro.
The fact that when you have something that's precious, you give it away.
Yeah. And that's like that's where the connection comes in, because we can like have all of these ideas about the way we should do things, and what for me, I don't, but really what is helpful in connection with the great mystery is to be like, I don't know, this is a mystery to me. I can just do the best I can, and I
Yep.
got all these things going on inside, and they're yours.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is what I've found with all the people that I've interacted with and now are my sisters and brothers. Yeah, that's what love is. You just here, I love you. So I love this Tasha that I don't even have a picture of her. Maybe long black hair like her dad. Maybe. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And when I looked at this 2 days ago, it wasn't even going to be part of this. I didn't have to tell anybody I have this. Nobody knows. And then my little kid, I don't want to give it away. Oh, it's got to go. And of course, Tasha, if you don't really want it, it's okay.
Yeah.
I won't be offended.
It sounds to me like what you're saying is, to Tasha, I haven't, I'm here kind of helping Tukro, to kind of make it easier to do the talking and stuff like that. So, but it sounds to me, Tukro, like what you're saying is that this guy really, really had an impact in your life, and you'd like to give something back through his daughter, just to say thank you in a way.
Yeah. Well, he did really. There's no question.
Yeah.
So you got it. So we're there. He's of course he has his Dremel tool and he's making, and there's pipestone dust all over the room.
Huh?
He's not. Sorry, Dharmika, if I'm giving away. He wasn't the neatest guy. He was like me, pragmatic. Yeah, I'm carving and doing this work. Well, I'm not going to clean up until I'm all done. Why? It'll only get more dust, which didn't make him a big hero with my wife at the time. And so the day comes when I'm taking him down to Goldendale. It's August, something, mid-August, where he's going to another Sundance. And I decide I'll just put my skirt chalupa and some other stuff in the truck too. What the hell? Put the camper on the truck and just in case. And so we get down there, and lo and behold, the man who's intercessor at this dance was the man I did my first purification lodge with. So I go, Uncle Les, can I dance with you? Oh, Two Crow, you're welcome. So now I'm at the dance. And then we move forward. That was 1995. Next year, now I'm committed to this other dance. Durwin's completed the Dust Bowl rain dance, but he's starting a dance in Tacoma, Oregon. I said, okay, I'll go. I want to dance with Durwin. So much. So my wife Luna and I go down to Tacoma. Well, actually, she didn't go down with me. She came later. And I remember the first day I get there, I'm sitting on the tailgate of the truck, and I meet this woman, Dharmika, who's mom. And we're talking, and I think we shared, I had a can of something. I can hear myself in the background, crazy. And I don't know, we just had a good interaction. And then we start this dance, the same thing, except now we have a bigger, beautiful dress. And again, Durwin is doing things. Oh, I skipped the whole thing while he was sitting with me. Robin Youngwood invited me over to bring Durwin. They were having a gathering. And we get there, and there's a Chileo man. I think his name was Turtle. And he gets upset with Durwin because Durwin did a ceremony on his people's land without asking permission.
Wow.
Durwin says, I don't ask any man permission to pray to the Creator. And he just said it with such calmness, such authority that a fight didn't ensue. It just, and again, that was another gem. Oh, be respectful. You know, when you can ask, can I come here? This is your land. Can I pray in my way? That's respectful. But sometimes, if you can't find someone to ask, you just do it. Can I pray? And be open to hearing them. But so that was another little, again, standing in your truth.
Yeah.
So that's an important lesson. To when you know who you are and you know what your truth is, stand in it. Don't let somebody put you over.
And so that takes courage, right?
Yeah.
And something that I think is really valuable, and I wonder how this was for Mr. Whitelightning, which is so standing in your courage is like it's like you're on the line, right? You're really on the line, but when you stand in your courage, it's like taking this spot of like I'm going to be like the way that it feels to be in courage, right? It's just, it feels so much better than it does to feel to feel small and broken and all of those things. So it's like this amazing gift to be able to actually be on the line and actually in threat. So with Durwin, he could have had things go really sour, right? But the power of being in your courage is that it will navigate the way through. Is that right? Is that also what you saw in Durwin and one of the things that you know, like learned from him?
Yeah, is that I can have fear of doing something.
Uh-huh.
Do it anyway. If I know it's my truth, okay. Because courage isn't being free of fear,
Yeah.
being able to walk through it. See?
Yeah.
No, I'm connecting to my creator.
Yeah.
You want to kill me for doing that? Go ahead.
Sounds to me like Derwin helped people to be in their courage.
I believe so. He helped me. I don't want to generalize because
It's something that, like the people that have brought him up to me, you know, over the years, it's always this just a sense of like a kind of a quietness, like this guy really hit me, you know, hit me in a good way. This guy really impacted my life. It's almost like an inside, not joke, but that kind of inside, just people are talking about it, and there's just this knowing between them, you know.
yeah, that's true.
Wow.
And that first dance at Takilma, I danced there twice. And so 25, 24 years ago, I might blend reality together. But I
Yeah.
know one year the person he picked to bless the tree was this guy who said, well, again, traditional, you'd get a buffalo heart, maybe berries, other, uh, foods to feed a lot of buffalo liver, kidneys, and such. But this guy got peanut butter and jelly because he wanted to dedicate it for the kids.
Cool.
And Derwin was just perfectly happy. It was so beautiful. This is peanut butter and jelly going down the hill. I think it was that year that we got the tree late. It fell on the ground. It's not supposed to touch the ground. I think it was Xavier got hit in the head. Um, by the time we get to the arbor, it's late, and you're supposed to start at midnight. Be in the arbor.
Yeah.
It was like 10, and we finally got the tree there, and then we pulled it over. And no one got hurt, but it landed on the ground. I said, well, you guys want to dance this year? Yeah. Pick it up, take it out, go around the arbor, bring it back in through these. Oh man, it's late, it's heavy. Okay. So we didn't get, I remember I had about 10 minutes before midnight. I'm open up a can of ravioli, just eat it. Oh. Good dance. And there was a TP meeting before the dance. My friend who had been at the Cannonball dance, he was there twice. He says, well, Two Crow, let's go and see. We're going to dance with these guys. Let's go see what they do, how they pray. Let's get a feeling for them. Oh, okay. So we're going to sit up all night because we're not eating the medicine, which has an effect of, I think, peyote's wonderful. I'm not going to give it a bad time, but
Yeah.
I think it has a little bit of a speed effect.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, so that was my one experience in the teepee, and it was fine. I was tired because I didn't have any medicine.
Yeah.
Good dance. Okay. See you next year. So that was that 96, 97. Get there, and maybe that's the year I met Dharmika, but there's it. Same. This was a year when changed the way the Eagles were going to dance.
Can you say that one more time, Two Crow? The audio cut out for a second.
This year, he changed the way the Eagle dancers were going to dance.
Huh.
know if he told us till it was already the morning of dance or the day before. Uh, but I will mention the day before, another TP meeting. And I had brought a Chinopa that belonged to my brother, Joe Brown, who was dying. He had type 1 diabetes. He was down to no legs. And he was on his last leg. No, he didn't even have a last leg. Oh, that's funny. He'd love it. But he gave me his Chinopa. He says, have the intercessor bless this. I want you to carry it. And if my grandson's ever well enough and wants to have a Chinopa, please give it to him. So this to me is like, wow.
Yeah,
It's not heavy, but it's a big honor.
it's powerful.
So I get to the dance and tell Durwin, Joe's dying. When Durwin stayed with me, he met Joe. And Joe was Hunk Papa from Chelsea, Montana, Fort Peck. So Durwin says, well, why don't we load the Chinopa and you take it back and smoke with him? That'll be his blessing. I said, okay. So I'm going to get my son. He said, no, tonight in the TP meeting. I said, what? Oh, okay. Because I do that. I've got grounded enough in who I am. When somebody I respect asks me something, I don't say, oh no, I can't do that. I've been told they don't have a Chinopa in the TP.
Yeah.
That's why you use corn husks and tobacco. It represents it, because it was taken out after the Lakota people beat the U.S. cavalry in the War of 1868. An agreement was made. You guys can have your TP meeting, but you need to take Jesus in and the pipe out. And now you people who follow that way can jump up and down, but that's what I was told. And so I'm making it clear now. I'm putting our ears around it. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but I've never seen a Chinopa in a meeting.
Yeah.
And I've seen people, I've been in a meeting and I went in that meeting and he asked me load the pipe and I could feel some people looking at me with arrows coming out of their eyes. Like, you can't be doing that. What are you doing? My brother said I could do it and he's sitting with the medicine. So you got a problem? Over there, not here. I've loaded the pipe. And comes the time when you do the smoke with the tobacco and the corn husks. And then a cup comes around with grandfather in it. And I didn't finish it. And this guy says, you have to drink it all. And I said, no. Because now Durwin's way of being, stand in my truth. Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
If I'm holding a gun at you, you can tell me not to shoot you. But this is not your business.
Yeah.
I'm not breaking your law. I may not be doing it your way, but this man invited me here.
Yeah.
And that felt so good. That kind of power that doesn't dominate anyone else, but just says, I'm me, back off.
It feels to me like Durwin Whitelightning helped you to learn who you are.
Yes. In the simplest of terms, yes. Stand in my own truth is the way I'd put it.
Do you have a message that you'd like to give to Durwin? Tasha, yeah.
Yeah, I again, I'm reiterating this one. Learn what your truth is and stand in it. Now, my truth has grown over time because of your dad tremendous quantum leap in what I believe to be true. And what I see as a eternal spirit in this human robe, what my part of my walk today is, I will never be happy, feel good, or any joy, anything, if I don't walk in my own truth.
Yeah.
Be seeking something outside of me. I always want to be looking up to, oh, you're the greatest. And I never venerated Durwin. In fact, today, what I'd say is simply, I just loved him.
Love him. Yeah.
And I felt it coming back, period. That's it. That doesn't put you on a pedestal. We sit on a circle, we're equal. Well, you know things I don't know. And what you know is live who you are. That's it. Find out who you are and live it.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too simple. It's just too simple. But Tasha, really, that's the essence of my life. And it may have taken me, oh, Jesus, I don't know how many decades to get there. And maybe you'll get there sooner, girl. And there's also no rush. Don't worry about it. And I love you. So with that, we had this dance. And again, this is honoring who you are, Tasha, because you're a woman. So this dance, Durwin said, usually you guys come out twice a day off your rope to go to a lodge. You're not going to a lodge. Usually you guys get off your rope to go to the bathroom. You're not going to the bathroom. Usually, no, that's it. That's what he took away. So you got to pee or poop. We're going to bring out a bucket. Guys will hold a blanket.
Wow.
No lodges. You're going to stay on your rope the entire time. Okay. You know, sure, boss. We're ready. Let's dance. So it got hot, man, hot. And then at night it get cold. And I remember the morning of the last day, there was frost on the grass. This place was so lush. There was probably over, underground water, whatever. It was actually coming up and frozen. And somebody asked one of the Eagle dancers, we couldn't talk. Oh, you painted yellow. You couldn't talk. I forgot about it. A Sundance mama, and I forget his name, great guy. He took care of us. We were, can we walk on our feet?
Tukro, you cut out there for a second. Yeah, there's something going on with the audio. So it's been a little bit fuzzy. I didn't want to try to figure it out well. It's been a little bit here and there, but it's fine. But just since you the last thing you said, I didn't catch. So I just wanted to.
So there was frost on the grass, and we spoke a few words, but did a lot of pointing, asking the Eagle dancer, Mama, can we put moccasins on or something? And he went to there.
No.
Oh, man. But, you just dance through it.
Yeah, and everybody gets cold feet sometimes. Sorry.
And he pierced that dance, and for a while he was dancing next to me. He'd come and dance with each of the Eagles.
Yeah.
When he came to break, he just danced back on that rope, and there was this, I don't know, presence, and he just boom, boom. And I am watching, because I always bounced off my rope, and then I'd bounce again, and finally a couple helpers had picked me up. Someday I'm gonna do that too. Not that dance. But that dance I was blessed because one side actually popped off. Then I'm down to one. Get off the rope. Day is over.
Tuco, your audio has cut out. So
See anything I can do though.
I don't know. So it's back on. I just heard that. Can you say something real quick?
Yeah, what?
Okay, you're back on.
Sorry, Tasha. Technical difficulties. So I found out that a woman who danced in the arbor was on her moon.
Wow.
And that was the only dance in 48 dances that I've done that I was never thirsty, never hungry. And I believe that woman's moontime energy, the blood of life, death, and rebirth, fed me. So say what you will about noontime. Don't say it to me. Not in any negative way, because I will listen. That's not my experience. So then somebody's knocking. No, my dog maybe. Okay, well, I'm getting to it. I promise. Tasha, it's just, that was the last time I was, well, almost the last time I was with your dad. The following year, my wife at that time, who was the Moon Lodge Mama, by the way, who carries powerful moontime teachings. And in the Moon Lodge, they do ceremony putting the blood of Mother Earth, and they have a tree, not one they cut down, but is in their area that becomes the baby of the tree in the arbor, and they feed that tree. Well, she and either your mom and Durwin or Durwin kind of saw things differently. A ceremony within the ceremony seemed to offend somebody. So my wife said, we're not going back to his dance. And I didn't. But to get to the final part, the following year, first of all, the grandfather peyote medicine gave me a vision. And I saw these beautiful green leaves, long, dancing around the fire. Beautiful. I was mesmerized for hours.
Yeah.
They looked like trees. And it was a year that a man invited me to dance with his people. And he said, I was given the permission to do the ceremony on Sweetgrass. Oh, voila. Of course, that's why Grandfather Peyote showed me Sweetgrass. But the last time I saw Durwin was in Dance for Life Arbor in Mount Shasta, California, there by White and his mom. And so I think it was 1998. It was my last dancing at that dance. And there was a round on the day, and it was hot as hell. And there was a long break at that dance. And during the long break, Durwin showed up. And the intercessor said, this man wants to honor her by dancing during the life. You guys can stay, lay down. If you want to go out and dance with him, welcome. So there was one. I knew he was on. And it was just an experience that has no word. So So Tasha, your dad, I put things on a circle, so he's not on top of something. He's on a circle with me, with my brother Dylan here. But the things he taught me, I sewed into the family, and it's a big chunk. And boil it all the way. Love yourself, Tasha. Know your truth and stand in it. And you'll be happy regardless of what goes on around you. Cancer, meteorite.
Yeah.
Te amo.
Tasha, thanks for, or Two Crow, thanks for giving me the opportunity to get a little bit of a history lesson in what really made an impact in the communities that this has been just such a treat. And Tasha, I hope that this is something that you find interesting and powerful in your life. Two Crow, thank you so much. I love you, man.
Okay, unrecord us.
Okay. Let me see how I do that. I think I go like that.